Hello, welcome to the Original Gamers UK.
Hello!
This is our predictions and wish list for Square Enix presentation.
At E3.
Yes. So let's just start off with the big one that we know is going to feature there and that we want to feature, obviously. Final Fantasy 15 Sam.
Yeah, it's obvious. The demo's been out for a while.
They're doing an update or a new part of there's either a second demo that they're going to do or they're patching the first one.
Okay.
I've seen some.
I can imagine them patching the first one because the camera was completely crap. But yeah, so 15, I'm sure we'll see a
storyline.
We'll see probably a bit of play. We'll see a great trailer. Really, that'll be their big hitter.
Release window.
Probably.
I think we've got to hear about this release window soon.
Yeah.
They'll probably show maybe off some like DLC bundles or something.
Possibly, yeah. I imagine that'll be their big hitter. They'll go all out with that. That's what I imagine.
Right, the next one I think it's got to be there this time.
It feels like it should, but you
like
know, because the company is linked with Disney, they may not allow it. But we'll have to see.
Kingdom Hearts 3. Okay, I think if they're going to show it, they're going to show. If they're going to have a trailer, it's going to have Frozen in it. Let's face it, Frozen was like one of the biggest Disney films ever. Even though I've obviously not seen it because I'm not that sad.
Yeah. It's the best film ever.
I've not seen it. I haven't actually seen it.
But you'll play it.
Oh yeah, I'll play it. Like,
but yeah, so if they're going to show it, there's going to be a new trailer, and if we're lucky, but I doubt this, maybe a bit of AI play, but I really doubt that. It might be behind the scenes only for journalists.
I finally want to be able to have play as Mickey or have Mickey in the team. Sam hasn't played the game before.
But isn't Mickey like OP?
Yeah, but that's the point. Like, I want that golden Keyblade.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really interested to see Kingdom Hearts 3 because since I've had the HD remakes, it's really grown on me. Okay, one that has actually been announced, the release date has been announced, I can't remember when it was for, but I want to hear more about it over in the UK and for America, and that is Dragon Quest Heroes.
That's the 3DS remake?
No, that's the next one.
Okay.
Dragon Quest Heroes is basically the equivalent of Hyrule Warriors, but for Dragon Quest.
Ah, okay. So is it being made by the same... It's been made by Square Enix?
Yes, and it's on, I think it's exclusively on PS4 as well.
Ooh, okay.
So just like it looks cool. It basically you just go around killing hordes of these monsters, which is really cool from that universe.
And then the next one?
And also links into Nintendo is Dragon Quest VIII is being re-released with new features and things on the 3DS. So that's the Journey of the Cursed King, which I think is my favourite Dragon Quest game.
Nice little bit of information.
Side note. No, so I want to know more. I want to know a release date for that. I want to know what the new features are.
Yeah.
And I want to just be guaranteed that it definitely will be released outside of Japan.
Yeah, because that's always an issue with some of these games.
Got a bit good at some 3DS. Then why do all the best remakes keep going for 3DS?
Because handheld games in Japan do a lot better than their home gaming.
Answer our own question there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I think you need to talk about the next one more.
Why is that?
Because
it's Final Fantasy VII HD, which I can't remember when did they talk about that. When was the first time they talked about it?
I think it was around last E3, but it was kind of like the show.
It was a side note, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the fact that they kind of build it up and they're like, "We've got something for the fans," and make it sound so high.
And then you hear this, the music from 7. I think it was like Aeris' theme or something. And then you just hear this bullshit that they're just going to do with just a HD skin, basically, for 7. But still, we imagine they'll talk about it, and we imagine we may hear a release date, what console it's going to be on.
It wouldn't surprise me if when Square Enix finished the press conference, they finished with, and you can go and download it now.
Yeah, or something.
It wouldn't surprise me.
And last of the actual, like, Square side.
Yeah, the ones that we're like really personal about.
Yeah, is Dissidia, which is another Final Fantasy game.
Which is, I think, like a Final Fantasy fighter, so it's going to be like kind of...
Yeah, the facts that we know at the minute is that it's going to be released in arcades in Japan, but we know it's going to do well outside of Japan, so hopefully Square should pull their thumb out, and they're going to make a port for PS4, for Vita, because obviously the previous ones were on PSP, so hopefully we'll hear something about that then. That's a doubtful one.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, you never know.
I think, I'm trying to remember, on the trailer, have they, the characters they've shown so far, the Hero of 1.
We had Onion Knight.
Onion Knight. Have they shown Lightning and Cloud?
Yeah, they're definitely showing those two. Yeah.
Sorted then. Yeah. Okay, on to games that, well, a game that I don't really know anything about, but I know it's quite big to a lot of Square Enix fans. Deus Ex?
Yeah, Deus Ex. I'm not sure what the actual title of this new one is.
No. Is it something that's definitely been shown or
yeah, because I mean, the trailer's already come out.
Okay.
Oh, I said that doesn't mean it's going to be shown, I just know it's definitely coming out.
Yes.
But I feel like it should be shown because it's going to be a more mainstream game.
Exactly, it's pretty much everything we've mentioned so far is an RPG, or even the fighters gone from an RPG series.
So it should be mentioned, it's going to be great. It will be great. I mean, the trailer looked incredible. So that's all that's going to be said on that, really.
And then Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Which we know is being made by Square, or will be released by Square.
They haven't something to do with it.
But we know it's going to be more likely in the Microsoft conference because Microsoft hold the license over that game. So we'll get onto that when we talk more on the Microsoft.
Okay, and then the wrapping up things for the Square Enix side, press conference. I'm pretty sure they did guarantee that there will be a new IP show. Which would be incredible.
Not sure what it's going to. I have no idea what it's going to be.
It's got to be an RPG.
Well, that's what they're known for, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. Don't actually know if Bravely Second has been announced or not.
Yeah, this is Bravely Default's. It could easily be that. It could easily be.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be a brand new thing.
What about Chrono? But then it's not a new IP, technically. No.
But yeah, that's one thing I'd like. You know, if Final Fantasy VII HD remake. Why is Chrono Trigger HD remake? Come on, guys, Chrono Trigger HD remake.
Pull your thumb out.
Anyway,
that's it for Square One. Join us next time for
everything else, basically.
Bye.